all my fellow artists, and welcome back to Life Cues week 23. So if you watched last week, you saw that I dismantled my book. So it's so much easier. So today I'm working on this page here. So I'll just put the cover away. And oh, that was the smartest thing I ever did, was take that apart. My goodness sakes alive. Because it was a hot mess trying to work in that, I'll tell you. I'm just going to grab some scrap paper here. And I just want to tell you what the question is for today. So the question today is, first, let me just say a disclaimer. Everyone sees you in a different light. You guys watch me on my videos, and you just see a little snippet of my life, and sometimes you think, well, I don't know if you think this, but sometimes I think, oh, that person has just got it so together and their life is just this and they're so artsy-fartsy and I wish I was like them, and you know what I mean? But we are all exactly the same. So today, the question is, how do you feel today? In this moment, how are you feeling? Just basically, how are you feeling? Nothing more complicated than that. And for me, today, it's been, well, not so much today, but just in the last little while. You know how you try to explain yourself to people or explain something that you're thinking and they just don't get it? They don't get it, and then it just gets so frustrating. It's so frustrating. So for me, I feel like I'm a little bit, I guess, frustrated. And, like people just don't get you. Like they just don't get you. I put this post on Instagram. Oh, I didn't want to do this yet. Poop, 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 poop. Hold on. I'm going to dry this and then I can carry on with what I was going to do. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I wiped it off and dried it. But I was just saying that I just put a post on Instagram, and it says something like, it's okay to live a life others do not understand. And so that just basically goes with anything. If people don't get you, it's okay. Like, don't get yourself all worked up and frustrated. And, sometimes you just gotta, what's the saying? Gotta march to your own drummer. And so that's sometimes how I feel. You try to explain yourself and people just don't get it. And they also, people have a tendency to be very, very, very judgmental. If there's something that you're saying that they don't quite get or quite understand, or and that's one thing. I'm not saying I'm perfect by any means, but I try really, really hard. If it's the flip side, like if I don't get where they're coming from and it sounds like they're coming from Mars, I try to not be judgmental, but I think that just comes with age. I really do. I think it comes with age and wisdom and just, you've learned over the years that being judgmental and upsetting a person just because you don't agree with them isn't going to help anything. Doesn't help understanding and communication. And so I think that's for some of us, that's like the biggest issue is just, can you hear me? Do you hear me? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, do you hear me? Like, Lord have mercy, you're not hearing what I'm saying. And then you say something, and then they jump all over you, and you're like, no, that is not what I said. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling today. So I'm feeling like today I need an interpreter. Or, yeah, that's what I need, an interpreter to say, like in the UN where they have the headsets, where the other person can put on headsets and they hear me talking and then the interpreter tells them what I mean. Do you know what I mean? So some days, like today, I feel like I'm just speaking gobbledygook, which is why I'm putting all these letters down here like this. And I feel like today I need an interpreter. That's what I feel. So that's why I'm doing this page. So how are you guys feeling today? I also have a really sore tooth, but that's not a big deal. I had a tooth, well, okay, let me back it up. I'm just talking while I'm doing this. I had, as some of you know, I have trigeminal neuralgia, so it causes severe facial pain. So with that, oftentimes you're not going to notice if you have something as minor as an abscess tooth, because the trigeminal pain is so horrible that you miss the things like that. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but that's how bad the pain is. You're just focused on that. You have brain surgery, whatever. A little abscess tooth is just kind of what? So I think that's what happened to me. I had an abscess tooth and it was horrible. And so they had to do a root canal on one of them. And the abscess was so bad that it spread to the tooth beside it. So I had the root canal done a couple of weeks ago. And then they wanted to do another root canal. I said, you know what? No. Take it out. So they took the other tooth out. It was a back molar. So I just had that done day before yesterday. So I still have stitches in my mouth, you know. So Monica's feeling sorry for herself today, and nobody understands me. So I want my letters. I'm just kidding. I want my letters to kind of peek through there, but to all be the same color. That's what I'm trying to do. And I wanted it to be kind of gray and not exactly happy peppy. So I hope you guys had a good week, though. The weather is amazeballs here. And I was looking at the Fahrenheit temperatures for the Edmonton area. It's going to be 80-something on Monday. That's ridiculous. I don't know where these temperatures are coming from. They're gorgeous. Hooray, hooray. Richard's away right now, so he's gone to Los Angeles with Jesse, and then he comes home. We're like quite the jet setters. He comes to, oh, look how cool that looks on there. I'm going to keep that. He comes home on the weekend, and then I turn around and I'm leaving on Tuesday. So yeah, I feel like we're like, you know, the big jet setters. We never travel. And I've gone, how many times have I gone away this year? Like redonkulous. But it's kind of fun. Take advantage of it because you don't always get to do this kind of stuff. So why not, right? So let me just dry these letters and I'll be back. Okay, to add to my grayness, I am going to add some Precious Stone Color Bloom Spray Mist by Prima. It looks like this. Just going to add a few little spray drops. I don't want to lose my letter. Oh, there. Just a little bit. Yeah. So I don't want to lose the letter part, but I just wanted to add some of that on top. Just because why not, right? Yeah. Didn't really do much. I might use some gray drops of paint. I also saw this picture. I don't even know where I saw it. It was in a magazine, and it's just this picture of a farmland, but the color scheme is so gray and kind of dreary and kind of not yucky, but just kind of like meh, you know, that feeling. So I think I'm gonna put that on here, but I'm gonna tear the edges of it, and then I'm just gonna glue it down on the page. Yeah, so some days, you know, you feel like, do you guys think I'm speaking in Russian or something? What about this don't you get? What about it don't you understand? I don't get it, don't get it, don't get it. So, yeah. Today, I feel like I need an interpreter. I should say in this moment, because you know what? Any moment is subject to change, isn't it? Because we never know. Like by the time I finish this page, problem could be solved. Not that there's a problem, but I more than likely will have moved on to something else because it ain't that big of a deal. But that's how I feel. So how do you guys feel right in this moment? How you feeling? hope you're feeling happy. Hope not everybody's frustrated like me and feel like you're speaking in tongues, you know. I'm using my spray adhesive just because it's here. And, you know, this stuff is so darn handy. I love it for the adhesive bits of it. But I know it's toxic. Oh. And they say she died of spray adhesive. I won't die of that. Let me line this up really good with this corner. Oh, no, 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 no. Obviously, something is not straight. There. Except the picture's crooked, but that's okay. That is okay. So I have gray splatter paint that I just leave. I have brown, gray, white, and black. So it's just acrylic paint. I got these bottles. We were at a wedding, Christine and Doug's, and they served soda with straws in these, and everybody got to take them home. So I took all of everybody in my families, I took them because I love the containers. And then I mixed acrylic paint and water in here of the main colors that I would use for splattering. I'll just use the same paintbrush because it's got gray on it. And I will begin to splatter. Come on, paint, splatter for me. Of course, it's not going to splatter. I'll get a different paintbrush. Put that in water. And what can I use? One of those fan brushes is the best. I'm just going to go use this dollar store brush. There. Oh yeah. Yeah. That one's working good because then it incorporates both the picture and the gobbledygook. So I don't really need a translator. I need an interpreter. Different. So they can understand what the heck I'm saying. Shish kebab. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. So I'm just going to take one of these little manila office tags, the small one, and I'm just going to paint it in those same gloomy gray colors. This particular gray is too dark, so that's why I'm mixing it with the white. That is way too much gray, Monica. Okay, a little bit more white so you can see my writing on there. There we go. Sorry about the dangly bracelets. You know me and my armor. Put some dark, just contrast. There we go. Let that dry too. So I took my white Signo gel pen again and I wrote on here, in this moment I feel like I need an interpreter. So I'm going to take some Tim Holtz Distress Ink Black Soot and I'm just going to go around the edges of this. It's like, people, come on, understand me. Please try to understand. It's like we're on the same page, but you think we're not. Like, arg, 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 you know? Anyway, this is where I think that phrase comes from, where you can talk till you're blue in the face, and it just doesn't, you know. You're better off to say, okay, fine, whatever. Just let it go. Let it go. Shake it off, like Taylor Swift says. Shake it off. It ain't that big of a deal. Or art journal it. It's even better. Art journal the page, and maybe in 100 years when somebody comes back and reads this, it says, she must have been having a really odd day that day. So in this moment, I feel like I need an interpreter, and I think I'm going to add sort of a metallic element here. So I hope this little stapler will reach. I don't know if it will, but I'll make it work. Ugh, no, it doesn't. Of course not. Of course not. Well, yeah, I'll just do it here. Put it on that side. And put one over here. Put a little... Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. Sorry. I'm going to put a little X here with the staples. And put one right here, too. And one right here. Because I like to do things in threes. See? In this moment, I feel like I need an interpreter. That's my page, peeps. I am going to take some a glue and glue down this little odds and ends of this tag. There we go. Done and done. So that is how I'm feeling in this moment. I really want to know how you guys are feeling in this moment. I actually really love how this page turned out. It's exactly what I wanted it to look like. Exactly. In my head. Gobbledy-goobity gobbity goop. It's not what I said, people. That's not what I said. Anyway. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you next week. Bye.